Konnichiwa and welcome everybody to Let's Play for a Day, a game I'm only coming once and afterwards nevermore. And today, as you can already read by the huge letters in front of your nose, unless you're illiterate, then I'm gonna read it to you. We're gonna play Rogue Legacy today. So what the hell is Rogue Legacy? Well, as the title suggests, it's a roguelike game, but it has an interesting twist to it. It's not like a dungeon crawler roguelike like most are, or arcadey. It's basically roguelike games meets Castlevania, or Metroidvania is basically the term many people use. It is a very great and interesting game, I have to say. It's like I got this gifted from a friend, and I left it sitting around for so long, and at one point I gave it a try. And holy moly was I hooked on this game. When you already see on the title screen, I already played it through. I'm currently in New Game Plus, but it doesn't matter. Gameplay is basically the same. I'm just gonna explain, I guess, the mechanics, etc. when I dive in, because it's basically always the same. You play as the title already suggests, or as it is implying with your heir. If I go in here, you can see those right here are my past characters. And as you can see, they died. Let's see, can I? Oh no, I can't. Is there like a way to? No, it seems I can't pick them. Those are the ones I picked, and they died, and so it's time for the next heir, which I can choose between 3 of them. Who is going to adventure through the castle? Again, Castle Ramson it's called, I think. I have the choice between Sir Fleming, which is a paladin, pretty standard, good at everything, has a guard shield, has no special trait, has a special spell, which usually most people have. Then we come to to an archmage, powerful spellcaster, trait hypochondriac, permaroid. There are some really interesting or fun traits, like some of them are completely nice or even useful, and some of them are just completely bonkers. Like, for example, this one, for example, has the trait gay. You are a fan of the man. Honestly, I have no clue if that has any impact on the gameplay. I do not have a clue. And I would also have the ability to reroll the children. That is a ability that gets gets unlocked later on. But I guess I'm just gonna go with the. They're all not that good. I could just reroll. Let's actually reroll. Okay, what do I have? I have a dragon character. Dragon character is actually kind of good. I guess it would be good, but I can't work with him at all. Assassin. I actually like Assassin. And Spell Sword. I guess I'm just gonna go with the Assassin this time. Oh wait, trait, tunnel vision, no peripheral vision. Oh well. Simon, you're very talented with a few issues. You know, I'm just gonna pick this guy just to show you what that trait means. So, before we get into the adventure, of course, our heir left us with the gold he collected in the castle, and you can see you can upgrade your skill tree. It starts out with the bottom 3 of those, like the mana up, the smithy you first unlock, health, and then the more you unlock, the more the castle unfolds, basically. So you can see then I unlock this, and then this opens up this, and this opens up that. And for example, there are like traits like this: death defy, release your inner cat, sometimes avoid death, 1.5% chance. I think I managed it once to defy death, but it didn't help a lot. That's also a way how you can upgrade different classes, unlock the lich character, unlock the shinobi, upgrade the barbarian class, upgrade the knight, etc, etc. There are like different classes you can pick. That's the one that are completely chosen by random. The miner, the spelunker, which, did I pick the spelunker now? I think I picked the spelunker now, etc. And it goes all the way up here to half man, half ... It should be half dragon. I don't really know why it's dotted out. I guess it's for not ruining this prize. But then again, you get an achievement instantly anyway that you have unlocked the dragon class. But oh well. Okay, I can now spend my gold. I have still 2,400, so I guess I can. I guess upgrade my base armor, and can I skill something else? Critical chance, critical damage. I don't really like critical stats, but oh well. I'll just put it in here. And okay. Then, when I'm out, I have also the option to go to the smithy. Here I have the option to equip swords, buy swords. You find those swords during or this equipment during the adventure in the castle, which you then can equip. Of course, you can see it has a weight. You have a weight limit that you can also increase in the stat screen. Of course, different stats. The same with here. Like they are also like different traits. This one is just a regular armor, but of course you could have like a helmet that gives you vampirism, that is health on kill. There's also, I think, some that gives you like extra mana or 50% damage return and stuff like that. They're like different. There's also, I think, like greed armor basically. Yes, sage means you get gold bonus. I always call it greed armor because why the hell? Because you can see the stats are abysmal. You can see that I lose quite a lot of stuff. Although I have to say this, it's a little bit like hard to see what exactly you lose and what you gain. But oh well. Then there's the different capes, it's same, crit chance, vampirism, etc, etc. Oh, this one doesn't even have anything. Huh. Could actually try to unlock another one. Oh, also there are like traits like air jump. That is the smith, but there's also the, what is it? The enchantress, where you can equip runes for different weapons. Like, for example, I increased the bounty sword, that gives me more gold for killed enemies. I could also, like, siphon, that means grants both HP and magic points. There's also, let's see, a dash, which I think I don't even have equipped. You can fly. There's, yeah, I got the sky rune, of course, for the helmet. It's basically, the runes are all the same, but you can, like, make them stack. For example, that the helm exactly multiple runes stack for long flight. I could also upgrade the enemies. That would give them make them harder, but of course they get more loot. There's also damage return. So it is usually just the kind of same things in all the classes, but in all the different armor sets. But here, of course, jump, level down. I think I have equipped, yes, but also have like move faster, siphon mana. For the cape, the exact same thing. Siphon, I have here siphon health. I could also have more gold. So due to this rune setup, I can fly and I can double jump. So if I jump up, see, I can double jump and then I can also fly for a short moment. Also, this is a training dummy. I can kick the crap out of it. The nice thing is in here you can do whatever you want. You can test the magic spell. Like that is the magic spell I have equipped. Oh, is that the? I think that's the savvy trait that I constantly. Every time I use it, I get another magic spell. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Also, the assassin has... Some classes have special abilities, like the assassin has the ability to go invisible. I'm not sure if I'm invulnerable during this save, because I think I have barely played assassin. But yeah, if another pode, I can become visible again. I guess I could also do extra damage and strike. That, of course, also consumes mana. And attacking is right. You just... The only basic attack you have is just smack your sword, that's it. There is nothing else to it. Like I said, there's no block button like the paladin we've seen for a moment. Has a shield which you can use with the special ability button. That blocks enemies' attacks, but it also uses up mana. This guy right here is the architect. What he does is you can lock the castle to have the... Because the castle is... Because it's a roguelike, it's every time randomly generated. But you can spend, for the price of 60 gold you're going to collect, you can, 40%. 40% of the gold you collect is going to the architect. But he will lock the castle in the exact same state you died in, or your last character died in, which does have some reasons why this is really useful, but we can move on now. But before you enter the castle, there's also Charon, which will take... Usually it's 100% of your gold, but there's again a perk which you can reduce that. But I skilled it only up once because you have to skill up a trait at least once in that castle screen that further branches unlock. So I just skilled it once because usually you spend most of the money outside. But okay, on to the game portion. Yes, enough explaining. Welcome to Castle Hampson. Or at least this is part of the castle. So you can see, the goal of this game is basically to defeat 4 big cheeses in and around Castle Hampson in order to access this door right here. You can see I already defeated the top left one. But there are also 3 other mysterious creatures to go. This right here is also a teleporter stone, which allows you to teleport to other places you've discovered yet. But of course, when you died and you didn't pay the architect, you can't warp anywhere because this is a completely new castle. So, for example, when you want to like defeat a boss, you have trouble with a boss, because before every boss store there is actually a warp spot. You can actually warp over there without any troubles, but of course with the problem that you will only get 60% of the gold. Also, this is basically the map of what it is. There are like 4 different areas: the castle, the tower, the forest, the dungeon. Each of them holds a different boss. I already beat the castle boss, which is this like eye kind of thing. But oh well, let's move on. There's also like, oh yeah, there are different diary entries we can see, but let's just move on. So basically the gist of this game is that everything is randomly generated. And it is really interesting. Of course, like some rooms are going to be, of course, have like the same layout. So it's going to be basically you will see the patterns of it. Like also the enemies, of course, are mostly the same. It basically works with like the same enemies but different tiers. Like you will see, like for example, we see that eye enemy. Like for example, that skeleton right here is a higher tier enemy. He throws, Jesus Christ, he throws bones like motherfucker. Come on, there we go. It's called, right? That is, I think, like the tier 3 enemy of those skeletons. The tier 1 is kind of small, only throws 1 bone. The other one throws 2 bones, and this guy was, for example, the highest tier enemy. Logically, the farther we play, the higher the tier enemy is. Of course, it also has like different, whatchamacallit, they also have like different steps in between. Like, for example, the easiest tier 1 enemy can have varying amount of health and varying amount of health. Oh, hey, there's a... Haha! Retaliation rune. Yes, this is the rune I could now buy at the Enchantress. Also, you could see, like, on the map screen on top left, you can see there was, like, a chest icon. And I could see, like, this is a little bit darker, so I could see that you can get through here. But yes, basically the gist of this game is now get through the castle, find a boss, and murder his ass. Murder all 3 bosses, and you're all 4 normal bosses. Hello there, Doom Boss. Murder all 3 bosses and 4 bosses, and then you can confront the final boss. That is the gist of the rogue game. Also, you're normal. You're a normal one. Normal portray. But yeah, I will try to get at least to 1 boss. Like I said, I can use the architect to cheese it a little bit, because there's at least 1 boss I want to show off, mainly because he has a huge kick-ass soundtrack. But yeah. For example, these enemies also have like different tiers of difficulty, or like upgraded. Basically, Castle Hampson right here is the easiest area of the game, where it's like the safest to go around in. Like, that's why I also beat the first... Oh wait, I'm running in a circle, I'm an idiot. For example, if I go downwards, I would go to the underworld, which I would say is the hardest of the 3 outside areas. To the right is the forest, which is the, I guess, second easiest, and on the top is the tower, which is logically the third easiest. And for example, this is, you can see, is like that one plinky thing you saw, but you can see it's named Plonky and is larger, shoots more stuff, and you can also see gives more gold. Also, oh, I didn't even know I can fly upwards. Shit. Also haste rune. And you can see like those chests are usually either like connected with special challenges or just cleverly hidden, or require you to have certain abilities, like for example be able to fly or jump very high. Oh dear. And this is of course also an upgraded version of the normal shooty things we already covered. And yeah, same thing with those guys. You can see they are a little bit harder, they take more damage, they do more damage, and they shoot more fireballs. Also, that was a nice critical strike. Ugh. And you can see this game is... the game is, as all rogue games, of course, really trial and error and can get really frustrating. Like, there was really like sometimes a point in the game where I was like, oh my god, I just can't move on, I can't make it anymore, I don't make any progress anymore. But slowly but unsteadily, you will actually make progress. And you can see, I found the teleporter point. Teleporter points are at the transition to new areas or directly at bosses. So you can see now I am in the underground, which is called the Maya. Also, hello there. Dark Souls players will remember these kind of enemies. It is a mimicry, or a mimic. Oh man. At least those things are less scary then. Than the Dark Souls ones. Holy crap, that scared the crap out of me the first time I opened the chest and then got swallowed alive. Hello there. I remember you. And yeah, I hope I will actually get to the boss, because the bosses are at one point... I have to say the bosses are probably the kind of most lackluster thing of this game, because bosses are... Oh yeah, this would be a challenge room. You can try to get up there, take no damage, and then you will get that chest, fairy chest, which are the ones I've already found 2 of. But I am honestly not a big fan of that challenge, because this challenge, of course, this is a repeating challenge. There was already a couple of those. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is also randomly generated. It's the carnival, which I always fail at, but I can try it. Hey, booyah! Let's see how we're gonna do it. You get 5 hours, which has many targets of power, defense. Oh, this is actually a different kind of game. Okay. Ah, okay, yes. Oops. Okay, that was really bad. Yep. Oh, at least I got gold. Snarf. Shut up. Oh, really? That's the very first time I actually played this minigame. Usually, I played a different one where I had to throw knives. No, not interested either. Because I actually want to get in good standing to the boss, so I shouldn't waste my time with games like these. Let's see. How to proceed here? Oh dear. Yeah. See, that is an upgrade. Did we even find this guy in... I think we didn't find this guy in, whatchamacallit, in Castle Hamson. Like, the normal version wouldn't have a charge attack, it would only have, like, that, normal, like, Wind Slash, I suppose. Doom Tray. I think we already met the Doom boss, and this one just shoots random projectiles. Yeah, the unit upgrades are kind of boring-ish at parts, because it's just, oh look, he has now a projectile, oh look, he now shoots more projectiles, and so on and so on. So it's sometimes a little bit lackluster and boring, but, you know, how would you upgrade them? Oh, and I am at the boss. Holy crap. This is gonna be actually quite hard, because I guess this boss is actually one of the easier ones. But you can see right here, of course, also a teleporter. So if I mess up at this boss, you can pay the architect and get the next time exactly back to the boss. But the trade-off, of course, is that you will only get 60% of the boss loot, which is actually huge, because boss loot is usually a lot. Also, before I enter this door, I want to first say this game also has a kick-ass soundtrack, and the reason why I wanted to confront this boss is because he has probably the most kick-ass soundtrack in the whole game. So for the beginning, I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen to the music, because it's fucking, like I said, it's kick-ass. Also say hello to Ponce de Leon. No, shit. Ah, that was a bad move. But as you can see, it is actually... I think that you couldn't even hear the song that nicely, but I think it's missing the bass, because I downloaded the original soundtrack and it sounds so kick-ass, this track. Especially because it sounds like a normal chiptune sound, but afterwards, bam. But yeah, as you can see, it is exactly as it starts. I am back at this title screen. I can choose my new air with my different choices, with my different different choices. I can now, for example, use the spell on cat, which is yeah, it is very weak, but it has a large bonus for gold. So basically, it's there to grind gold. Although I have to say, it is really, you are much better off just using a normal class, because the good thing about this class is on the map, every chest is displayed, but on the other hand, you are so incredibly weak that you might as well just play a normal class and actually get through the castle easier. But okay, and Archmage, etc. But yeah, you can see the boss was basically a giant version of a thing we already fought. So this is I would say a little bit disappointing. Ooh, Hokage. Oh, Hokage is good. This is probably my favorite class. Anything far away is blurry. That is kind of shit, but oh well, I'll just go with it. And I think I'm just gonna try to refight Ponce de Leon. Funny enough, I actually looked that up. Ponce de Leon was actually a Spanish, I think, conqueror or something like that. I have no clue why, but that is Ponce de Leon. And I don't even know why this is a reference, because all other bosses have no reference to anything else. And yeah, you can also now see the new the trait this character has. Everything far away is blurry. I can't see shit, basically. But yeah, the Hokage is really nice, not because his ability is kind of crappy. He can blink. But the nice thing is he has like a huge high base damage. He doesn't crit, but whatever. Crits are for babies. And yeah, you can also see now she has an exclamation mark over it, because we found yeah, those new runes, which I could unlock now, of course. By the way, the amount it costs to unlock is dependent on your level. So it's always 2,100 because I am level 143. Yeah, what you can do now exactly is pay the architect that he will lock the stage. Enjoy! Maybe you can reach some treasures and your ancestors. Oh no, treasures. Oh well. Well, I fucked that up, but okay. Now, pay the money, and well, as you can see, if I now open the map screen, it is the exact same castle we had the last time. So what I can do now is walk to the boss and give it another go. So I think this is a very nice tool for if you are, yeah, if you have trouble beating a certain boss. Oh, my character trait is clumsy, by the way. I just realized that. I break stuff on contact. But okay, let's give it a go against Ponce de Leon. Because I think farsightedness shouldn't be such a problem. He has such bad vision that even the text is blurry. You shouldn't even be able to see it, but you can see I do so much more damage with this character. Also, this is a little bit cramped. Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, but Ponce is gonna drop like a chum. Won't even be able to hear the nice... Oh, okay, now we get rocking tune a little bit more. And yeah, that's it. Ponce de Leon is dead. But the problem, of course, is now that I get a massively less amount of gold. Now, I collected 6,200. If I would have gotten 100% of it, I would have had like 10,000 gold just for the boss fight. And yes, I got, of course, also some random stats. And hooray! And you can see, 2 bosses down, 1 to go. Also has some sort of extra challenge. You can now fight like a special version of them. Ponce de Fréon. I don't even know why it's called like that. And it's some sort of special challenge, because as you can see in this boss fight arena... Oh, I have a special character. Oh, I didn't realize that. You have a special character for this challenge. you can see that it's really hard because there are like a crap ton of fireballs. But at least I have like quadruple jump. Also, it's Jesus. I guess this would be this is basically like the extra challenge for the masochistic people. But this one seems actually feasible. Like, oh Jesus. But I also have I only have double jump. Or as a normal person would say, quintuple jump. I guess this challenge is actually doable. But if you have like patience, but fuck that. Yeah, the challenges I've faced so far are incredibly ridiculous. But the nice thing is about these challenges, they are you can try them as much as you want without any drawback. Okay, yeah, let's just get booted out. You can try as many times as you like, it doesn't matter at all. You only die virtually. But yeah. This is Rogue Legacy. If you like roguelike games or Metroidvania games, or like games like for example Binding of Isaac, Castlevania Area of Sorrow or something like that, this one is definitely a must pick up. Like I said, the only real bad thing is sometimes the progression is really slow, and the bosses, except the last boss is actually really kick-ass. Is otherwise really good. But in the end, I think the game is really fair and balanced. I mean, there are people who beat this game on level 1, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like the guy beats had to slap around the final boss for 20 minutes, but he actually made it. It was incredible to watch that because I struggled so long for this guy. But yeah, this is definitely a game I can really recommend if you look for a good old old school challenge, or just a challenge in general. Like if you like this type of games, I would definitely tell you to pick it up. It's really often in a Steam deal for $3 or something like that. So yeah, you will have a lot of fun with it. Okay, so I was your host. I was Kaushmar, and au revoir.